Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sofea Ayuni Binti Rahim. Today, we are going to present our final year project proposal entitled COVID-19 Pandemic, Causes of Stress and Effect on Lecturer Mental Health at University Teknologi Mara, Kampus Seremban. Stress can be divided by two categories, which is acute stress and chronic stress. Acute stress is also known as short-term stress. However, chronic stress is a stress that remains for a longer period of time. If the person does not find a way to manage the stress, it may lead to health problems such as mental health. Mental health is a condition of well-being in which person recognizes his or her potential and ability. Factors that can lead to mental health problems are life experience, biological factor, and family history. Some symptoms of mental health problem are feeling unenergized and losing interest in doing usual activities. Coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 is a virus that was discovered recently and it is an infectious disease. Wuhan, China is the first city that was affected and rapidly spread around the world within a month. On 18 March, Malaysia began enforcing the movement control order. All government and private sector were closed, including university and training institutions. All workers and students need to work and study from home. People's psychological, physical well-being and mental state is affected by lack of outdoor activity and living separately from family. Problem statements. Stress is one of the factors that can lead to mental health problems. Mental health problems have been on the rise before the COVID-19 pandemic. Based on the National Health and Morbidity Risk Survey in 2019, it has stated that 500,000 Malaysians are suffering from depressions. The main cause of mental health problems are interaction issues with peers, emotional and apathy-related problems. The coronavirus outbreak has caused a major disruption to daily life and lecturers are feeling these changes deeply, especially when they need to teach online. So, this study will be conducted to identify causes of stress, to identify the effect of stress to the lecturer mental health, and to determine the level of lecturer mental health during the coronavirus disease 2019 outbreak among lecturers in University Teknologi Mara, Kampus Seremban. Significance of study. Firstly, for university, it will help the university to know about causes of stress and its effect on mental health among their lecturers. The university management also will be aware about their lecturer mental health so that they can be well prepared if the problem occurs. For the lecturer, to make sure the lecturer mental health and physical are in good condition so that they can work in happy environments. From this study also, it will also benefit to the student because the lecturer will convey their knowledge to their student with wholeheartedly. Scope and limitations. Scope for this study is lecturer in University Teknologi Mara, Kampus Seremban. One of the limitations of this study is conducting survey online. The researcher also cannot convince the respondent to answer the questionnaire. Last but not least, since this is an online questionnaire, it is possible that some of the target respondents will not receive the questionnaire due to the internet access problem.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Norfashihah Izzati Binti Rohaizad and I will present about Chapter 3, Methodology. In methodology, it includes research design, research population and sample, research sampling design, data collection method and also research instrument and also method of data analysis. So we will go one by one about this chapter. First is research population and sample. Population is a collection of elements which the researcher is interested in making an inference. Sample is an element that was selected from the population for measurement. So for the best conclusion that researchers need to obtain is get large proportion of population. So when get a large population, so the conclusion will be better from the small population. However, in the large population, it will give a limitation to the researcher to analyze the data, and because of due of the time consuming and cost. Besides that, sample will represent the entire sample that we collect from the population will represent the entire of the population. So for this study, sample will be selected from the lecturer in UiTM Campus Seremban 3, and the sample will be selected randomly. So we will count the sample from the Sakaran and Bugi in 2016 based on their tables, and also we will have second method to calculate the sample, which is using simplified formula which adopted from Israel in 1992, which is the formula is n equal to capital N over 1 plus capital N times area square. So in this formula, small n which is sample size, capital N is a population, and area is a level of precision, which is plus minus 3%, plus minus 5%, plus minus 7%, and plus minus 10%. So next we go to research design. Research design will be used in this study is causal research design. Research design used because this most appropriate design, since the objective of the study is to figure about the causes of stress and the effects of its effects to the mental health in the lecturer among UiTM Negeri Sembilan campus. So the relationship about the variable will be explained based on the theoretical framework, which the independent variable is workload, working environment, unhealthy lifestyle, and life event. So for the independent variable, which is mental health. So for the sampling design, we will use sampling design with simple random sampling. The respondent will be selected randomly from the lecturer in UiTM Negeri Sembilan campus Seremban, and procedure will be selected the sample randomly, and we get the list of the lecturer from the HEA, and then why we use sampling design, because all the respondent will have same opportunity to each other when we use sample random sampling, when we use simple random sampling. So next we go to data collection method. In this study, we will use data collection method, which is online self-administrated questionnaire. So we will distribute the questionnaire through online through a Google form and we will email to the lecturer that we selected as a sample. Then the lecturer, the selected sample which is the lecturer in UiTM Negeri Sembilan campus Seremban. Last is research instrument. In research instrument is talking about the questionnaire that we have do. So it's a combination of several questionnaire which is we adopted from the several article to make a make a suitable questionnaire to be distributed for this study. So the questionnaire consists of 3 sections, which is section A, section B and section C. Section A will be discuss about demographic. Section B will discuss about the variable that causes of the causes of stress, and the section B is about how stress affects the mental health of lecturer in UiTM Campus Seremban. So this questionnaire will be used. The measurement is this dichotomous scale and 5 linked scale. So all the questionnaire will be asked about the causes of stress and the effects of mental health to the lecturer, level of mental health to the lecturer in UiTM Campus Seremban.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aida Farzana Binti Arifin. Now I will proceed with data analysis. The data analysis that will be used in this study are frequency analysis, descriptive analysis, and ordinal logistic regression analysis. All the analysis will be done by using SPSS. The first data analysis is descriptive analysis. It is a summarization of the population sample. It will be used to identify the causes of stress during the coronavirus disease 2019 outbreak among lecturers. From the descriptive analysis, it can obtain such as number of samples, mean, minimum and maximum value for every independent variables. This will focus on the mean of each independent variable. Before that, the interval mean will be obtained based on the number of Likert scale, which is 4 Likert scale. All variables for workload, working environment, and life events that with mean of 2.52 and above will be considered as cause of stress. However, unhealthy lifestyle will be analyzed by using frequency analysis. For the second data analysis is ordinal logistic regression analysis. It will be used to identify the effect of stress to the lecturer's mental health during the coronavirus disease 2019 outbreak. This analysis enables to indicate such as the model fitting information, the goodness of fit, pseudo R-squared, parameter estimate, and the test of parallel line. For the model fitting information, it will help to indicate whether there is a significant difference between baseline model and final model or not. The baseline model means a model without any independent variable, while final model is a model with all possible independent variables. The goodness of fit table will help to determine whether the observed data is significantly fitting the model or not. The pseudo R-squared table will help to determine how much the proportion of the variance explained by the independent variables on the dependent variable. The parameter estimate table will show such as the coefficient, standard errors, and confidence interval of the coefficient. The test of parallel line table will help to determine whether the distribution of independent variables toward dependent variable is uniform or not. The last data analysis is frequency analysis. It will be used to determine the level of lecturers' mental health during the coronavirus disease 2019 outbreak. This analysis will provide the information about the total number and the percentage of respondents on the level of mental health. The level of mental health will be determined based on the score that is shown in the table. This analysis also enables to present the data in a graphical method such as bar chart and pie chart. As a conclusion, the research design that will be used for this study is causal research design. The research population will be all lecturers, and the sample will be some of the lecturers in UiTM Campus Seremban. The sample size will be determined based on the table or the formula that obtained based on the previous study. The sampling technique that will be used for this study is simple random sampling technique. The respondent will be selected randomly by using the random number table. The method of data collection is an online self-administered questionnaire. The questionnaire will be distributed to all lecturers that were selected as a sample in UiTM Campus Seremban. For the research instrument, which is the questionnaire was a combination from several questionnaires that was obtained from the previous study. It consists of 3 sections, which are section A, B, and C. For the last one is data analysis. The data analysis that will be used for this study are frequency analysis, descriptive analysis, and ordinal logistic regression analysis. All the analysis will be done by using SPSS. That's all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.